Today, we would like to chat about the word of the year because I heard about the word of the year a few times. I hear it from you a lot over the last years, um, and I really don't understand what it really means. What is it good for? I think I have a concept of it, therefore I try to find one for the next year because we are at the end of this one, and yeah, I'm struggling a little bit with this concept. What is it really good
And you
for?
are not alone. When you struggle to find the word of the year for yourself, you probably struggle as well, and I did for many, many years. Because I haven't found a proper explanation what it is, what's the purpose of that word of the year. So what I developed for myself is I gave it the meaning I think comes closest to what it should do for us. And in the previous years, I struggled a lot because I had the interpretation that this is the word I have to focus on. This is my word. I have to focus all my energy, my efforts, my actions on fulfilling this word. And I think this is what created the struggles for me.
So you thought it should be the goal to achieve what this word expresses, whereas you don't think that this is the case. It should be more the topic of the year.
Exactly. To me, it's more the lighthouse or a reminder. It is not that I have to create that. It's not that I have to achieve what that word means. To me, it's more give me guidance. This is a topic for the next year. It's a topic that I either focus on creating as much as possible, or this is the word what the year will provide me with as challenges, as learning experience. So in the previous years, I always had the impression that I would be a failure if I would not achieve my word.
Okay, so that means it has nothing to do with a sentence to manifest what the next year should bring to us or what I would like to achieve, which would be, I don't know, I want to achieve abundance in my workplace or whatever it is. That's not the idea. The idea is this word will come to me, accompany me throughout the year in good and bad, more or less.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that this is a goal.
It can be a goal. A goal usually has two things. It has where you want to be, what is the goal, and it has a time frame. This is the year, and if you achieve it, you reach your goal. If you do not achieve it, you are a failure. So usually we set ourselves up for failure. So it's more the intention. And the intention still has the destination where you want to move towards to, but there's not this really tight time. So if you do not achieve it in that specific time frame, there's more time or less time. If you achieve it before the year's up, what happens then? Are you a failure because you didn't reach your goal in that year? So that's why I really like putting out the intention, the guidance, the focal point.
So let's say in case of I would have health issues. Luckily, I don't, knock on wood, but then I could come up analytically with the word, let's say, resilience, because I'm going through this, and this would be my target, my goal for the next year. But this would be the wrong approach. The word of the year probably would come to me because I'm always surrounded by it. I hear it from this person, that person, the newspapers, whatever, and the word might then be health, because I'm struggling with health. I'm looking for health. It doesn't mean that I achieve health, but this is the difference. And
You
I don't
focus on it.
analytically
Yes,
think about the word. I get it somehow.
right.
I have to be prepared to listen to my environment to find the word. Is that how it works?
Exactly. This is how it works. And this is how it worked for me since I changed my perspective on that word. If for me, it never worked when I was searching for it, when I wanted to create it. Always my analytical mind gave me something that I want, that I felt it's a nice word to have. As I changed that and I opened my mind to receive the word, out of a sudden, I became aware of that word. And in the beginning, usually it didn't resonate with me on a very nice vibration. It kind of caught my attention. And there was an ambivalence in the beginning. And it forced me to think more about the meaning of that word and to see more facets. So it requires the openness to recognize, maybe in a conversation, in a previous conversation, a person you never heard using this word, and out of a sudden you realize or you recognize that person uses this word, and it
all the
resonates
time.
with you.
And
Yeah.
so I think I have to grab our little Shih Tzu here because you might wonder what is distracting me here all the time.
What
And
is he doing?
he's playing around under my chair, and I thought that might make a weird impression for you as the viewer of this video. So I thought it might be better to bring him up here. That's Enzo, our Shih Tzu, and he was playing around all along. It was distracting us, and so yeah, that's a very good explanation. So is there any tool set or something like that how I could get closer to finding that word? Is there a way of actively achieving that?
What I use for myself, I usually go into a meditative state. I call it the hypnotic state because I love hypnosis so much. And I use a meditation, and I'm going to share with you later in that video a meditation that I'm using. What I recommend is that you consciously zone in from what you think, what you wish for the world in the future. Yes,
That
zone in,
reminds me
right?
of your hypnosis of Shih Tzu dogs video on your YouTube channel.
Right.
That was not planned. Okay.
That's so true. So think about from the bigger picture, zoom in to yourself because it's your world and it's only for you. It's not what you want for the world, it's not what you want for your peers, for your family, for your dog. It's only about you. And the meditation helps to really focus on yourself and to allow your mind to wander around and to remember previous conversations or articles you read or an audiobook you listened to, and the word that sparked something in you, positive or negative, no judgment, but the word that grabbed your attention. And let this word come to you. And don't try to find it. The harder you work to find or to create your work, the less successful you will be.
Okay, so I'm excited about listening then later to your meditation. Is there another way then when we found the word for each of us to really amplify or compound this word? So let's say, should I then write it on a sticky note, put it on my fridge or the door frame? Or I know you sometimes wear a bracelet with the word on it. Is that related to that?
I do, and I do wear it all year long until it falls off. What I recommend is write it down and write it down in your handwriting. Of course, you can use a tablet or a phone, but it's a different feeling. And write down your word and notice how it makes you feel. I think this is very important. Sometimes the word comes as letters towards you. So in the meditation, when you have the letters, write them down and play around and see what word develops out of those letters. It's not always that the word comes and you know this is the word. And especially if you think, oh, I don't want to have this word as my word of the year, this is probably the one you need the most. So get yourself in that state to accept it, to become familiar with it. Sometimes it's a word that you really like and you say, yes, that's my word, and I go for it. But sometimes it's a word that challenges you, and you have to build a relationship with that word and feel it and see it from a different angle and become aware of the vibration. Every word has energy and a vibration and a power.
So when the word comes to me as letters, or when I think about this word then in the meditation, could it also happen that the word comes to me as an image, or are these words all abstract? So because it's not let's say I see a horse, or I don't know. So, but a horse is not a word of the year, probably. If perhaps for some people it might be, but
Why not?
So could it come as an image?
It comes as an image. It can come as a metaphor. What does the horse represent for you? What is the meaning of a horse for you, for you as a specific person? What is the meaning of your pet for you, right? So play around and give yourself the time to really figure out means let it come to you, what it really means to you.
Very nice. Thank you so much. And now I cannot wait for your meditation. Thank you so much, Petra.
Thank you very much. And thank you, Enzo. As I promised to you, I want to share a meditation with you that I like to use to find my word of the year. It also works if you want to find your word of the month or your word of the week or your word of the day. I really like that guided meditation to zone in and to focus on yourself. And I do not mean this in a selfish way. I really mean this for the purpose to find your word that's your guidance, your reminder, your lighthouse, your compass for the day or the week or the month or the year. And since it's end of the year, I recommend this to find your word for the new year. And I invite you to get yourself in a comfortable sitting position and only follow this meditation when it's safe for you. Don't listen to it whilst you're driving the car. Find yourself a parking spot, sit down, relax when you're in the car, or wherever you are. Make sure that you are safe. Sit down, relax, uncross your legs, uncross your arms, and take a deep breath. And take another deep breath. Inhale deeply, hold it for a moment, and relax. And let your breath go. And let your breath flow easily and gently. And whilst you focus on your breathing, you also focus on what's going on in the world. What's going on in your country. And you zone in, you make your focus become smaller and smaller. Focus on what's going on in your family, at your workplace if you have one. Let this go and zone in and focus on yourself. You are the center of your own world, and this is where you focus on right now. Finding your word is about you, and that's why you are the focal point for now. And I invite you to follow my guidance, to follow my thoughts, to follow my words, and see what it does for you, what it brings to you. And the purpose of this meditation is to allow your mind to wander around and let your mind do the work. Don't try to actively think. Bring yourself in a receiving mode. Allow your mind to bring to you what you need to know right now. What is the word, your focus, your compass for the new year? What is it that needs and deserves your attention, your energy, your love. Allow this word to come to you as letters, single letters that you later put together and will figure out your word. Let it come to you as a whisper. Listen to your inner voice. Or let it come to you as a picture. And notice if this picture is your word and you take it literally, or if this image has a metaphorical meaning for you. Let it come to you. Just receive and think about this later. Let it come to you as a sensation. Let it come to you as a thought or an idea. No matter in which way, through which channel your word comes to you, be open to receive it. Without any judgment, let it come to you. And allow your word to settle in with you. Allow your mind to wander. Allow yourself to remember conversations you had in the past, and let this one word to spark out. Recognize the specific vibration. Recognize the specific meaning that it has for you. Allow your mind to wander to things you heard recently, or you read recently, or you've experienced. Allow your mind to deliver it to you. Usually the word wants to be invited. It is here already, and you probably heard it or seen it multiple times in the recent days or couple of weeks. Invite your word that it comes to you right now. Receive it with open arms, with an open mind, and allow this word to be your compass, your guidance. Allow the word to remind you in times when life is easy and treats you nicely, that the word is your companion, and allow the word to be with you, to guide you, to support you in times when life challenges you. The word is not your goal. The word is a topic, a very important topic for you, for the time frame you decided. And you allow it to be your word of the year. That's your topic for the year. Allow your word to come to you. Receive it, embrace it, and let it be your compass. Take the time to become familiar with your word, and don't brush it away in case you do not resonate with your word in a positive vibration from the very beginning. Build a relationship with your word. The word comes to you for a reason. It has a purpose. Be open and allow yourself and the word to fulfill its purpose. And allow yourself to be guided. Let the word come to you. and be a good host for your word. The very next moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and by the number of 5, not before. You will open your eyes and you will be back in the here and now, fully alert and relaxed at the same time, with ideas, maybe already with your word, maybe just with tiny hints that your word is about to come to you, maybe with a bunch of letters that you will play around and find your word. 1, take a deep breath. Fill up your lungs, feel your energy. Very good. 2, take another deep breath and invite your word to be with you for the next year. Very good. 3, take another deep breath. Move your fingers, move your toes, feel that you are alive and feel that you are not alone, that your word is with you. 4, take another deep breath, you and your word of the year, or the month, or the week, or the day. You and your word, you are a team. And 5, take a deep breath as a team. Open your eyes and welcome back. Enjoy your word. Your word is your companion. It's your compass. It's your guidance. It's your reminder. Allow it to be your word.